Guys, I'm back again, deluded. Newcastle 1, Arsenal 2, Arsenal 2, Newcastle 1. So yeah, who said we can't win away from home? We've done it, innit? So yeah, moving forward, player ratings. Now, it's a mixed game because although I don't feel no one played amazing, I don't necessarily feel people played a ball in or bad by any stretch of the imagination. Although, common sense speaking, if you were those that watched the game, obviously it was a game of two halves. I mean, we were essentially out of it for 45 minutes, and then we woke up and we let ourselves down literally with 1 minute or 30 seconds to go and ruined the clean sheet. But yeah, so check. We'll start off with check. I give him a 5. I mean, he didn't have much to do today, so he can't get lower than a 5. And when he did, he was equal to it. Yeah, initially he showed again. He done alright with the ball playing stuff today, but he showed initially in the first half that he's still struggling with it because he conceded a corner as a result of inviting pressure on himself from a bit of build-up play. But other than that, he was composed. Didn't have much to do, but I know statistics-wise he probably didn't have official saves, but I'm so sure a cross came in the first half from a Newcastle lad and he done well to get fingertips on it. I'm so sure Hosselu headed over the bar late on in the second half. And yeah, and then obviously in the first half as well, he did very well to come off his line as well to deny someone a one-on-one opportunity. So he did okay. He did all right. He weren't appalling today. So yeah, bit concerned what's going on with Leno, regardless of if you think he's a good keeper, better than Czech, not better than Czech, just on the basis that he hasn't played yet. You'd like to think he probably plays in next week because we've got 2 games in a week against Floska, can't say their name, but the Europa League opponents, pardon me, and obviously Everton at home, I believe, or it could be away. I'm pretty sure it's at home. Forgive me if I'm wrong. So yeah, check a 5. Leno probably comes in for that game, but check a 5. Mustafi, I give a 5. I don't feel he was appalling or terrible today. Couple nervy moments. Really and truly, I want to give him a 4 just on the basis of marking it down purely because it's a 5 and he wasn't terrible, but I do think the whole of the defence, in fact the whole team could have done better for the goal we conceded. And if I'm harsh at times, where there was a bit of miscommunication, but I don't feel he was to blame for anything today. I don't feel he's directly to blame for the goal we conceded, but if I pick apart everybody's performances and then add them all together to create a picture, everyone in that back 5, the whole team, but everyone specifically in that back 5 could have done better. Monreal could have done better to stop out the cross. Socrates and Mustafi both are unaware of Kieran Clark. Kieran Clark's a fellow centre-half as well, so it's not like he's got an elite movement. And just before that, if you remember, Hosselu headed over the bar literally just before it, and he wasn't picked up on as well. So yeah, I'll give him a 5, but I would probably mark it down to myself personally for that. But fair and fair is fair, so I'll give him a 5. I actually was going to give Socrates a 6, but by the same logic, I have to mark it down for the goal we conceded, so I'll give him a 5. I was actually surprised by him. He was someone I thought was going to not have a bad game, but I've told you guys I'm very nervous when we play away at St James's Park against Newcastle. It's always an eventful game for whatever reason. With that being said, you'd imagine when Arsenal play poorly, it's normally our centre-halves that look like they're in a pantomime slipping on banana skins and stuff like that. So by that logic, I thought he was in for a tough day. I actually thought they would start Rondon, to be fair, just because he would give them centre-halves a hard time, and Socrates was equal to that. But a couple of times, I saw Socrates make some good tackles, some very good tackles. There was he made one very good challenge to bail out Mustafi, couple challenges like that. His ball playing was alright today. I still think he's uncomfortable on the left-hand side, purely because I know he's not left-footed, but I don't see him control the ball with his left foot. It's always his right foot. So there's nothing wrong with that, but if you can just imagine, people, if you're playing on the left-hand side of a centre-half, especially in the back 3 where you need to ball play, and you're showing no willingness to control the ball with your left foot and open your body up and create a new angle, and you're always using your inside foot, your right foot, it's closing down your angle and it's making you going to have to play football inside or possibly kick it across your goal line, which you're told that as a schoolboy you don't do. So that would be one criticism of mine for him, but I give him a 5. I give Monreal and Bellerin respectively, I give them both 5s. First half, they were busy. You saw obviously Newcastle trying to isolate the fullbacks and things like that. But I'll give them both a 5. They weren't Monreal. Yeah, I could say by the same logic I should give him a 4 as well, because of a personal 4 to myself, because of obviously the goal came from his side. But considering they were being doubled up against in the first half, and yeah, we could attribute a lot of that because Newcastle lacked quality as to why I'm giving them a 5. But they did what they had to do, man. So give them a 5. If I sit here and say people were playing appalling, it's not right because it's not true. So a 5 for both the Spanish fullback. Sorry. Xhaka, I give him a 5. I give it 5. Nah, I'm gonna give him a 7. 2 bonus points for being involved in the second goal and 2 scoring the first. Gets a 5 for his general play. I think he done all right today. We know he does a lot wrong, and to be fair, he should be pulled up on against that. But at times he's a scapegoat. Today I feel he was. I'm not gonna say superb because no one was, if we're honest. He didn't really get caught in possession in midfield like he normally does. He didn't really invite pressure onto centre halves for no reason like he normally does. His lack of agility didn't get highlighted today. He actually did all right in a defensive sense. His passing was a bit more forward focused today, especially when Torreira came on. He kicked it up a gear, getting involved and stuff and all of them things. So it's a 5 really, but 2 bonus points equals a 7. So he walks away with a 7. Very good second half. And Xhaka, these are the things you need to do when you play like how you played in a couple of weeks. I can't defend you, but Xhaka FC today, we move forward. So yeah, I'll give Guendouzi a 5. Guendouzi, we know at times he can do no wrong to Arsenal fans. I like him. He's a good player. He's one of my, between him and Monreal, they're probably the 2 players you're looking at in our squad and saying they're the ones that are at least going to upset you. But bit of quality, little things stopping him from being a top player, and that's why he's here and he's still young and stuff. In the first half, he put in a cross, and I'm looking back, I don't know if he went for goal or crossed it. Either way, it could have been better. We had a corner that was knocked out. You could have clearly just put that back in the box and kept the pressure on. You went back to check, allowing Newcastle to remain compact and keep their shape. So yeah, I give him a 5. It was harsh for him to get sent off. I give taken off really, but someone needed to do it. I give Torreira a 7 purely because he changed the game in my opinion. I'm probably going a bit OTT and it should be a 6, but I felt he was up a gear. His passing was there. He looked like he was on stuff. The only bad thing I saw him do is Kennedy skilled him up and he tried to pull him down and he couldn't. I give Ramsey a 5. Bit underwhelmed with Ramsey today, generally speaking, but he upped it in the second half, so I give him a 5. I'll give Ozil a 7 as well. Yeah, man, he turned it on. He turned on the style in the second half. Aubameyang, he can walk away with a 5 for an improved second half. He tried to link up well with Lacazette, but it was still needing a bit more from him. I'm actually gonna give Lacazette an 8. I felt Lacazette. I hope I didn't mix the names up. Aubameyang's the guy with a 5, but Lacazette gets an 8 purely because I feel he deserved a goal today. Technically got an assist if we got a fantasy league, but I thought he deserved a goal today. First half, if anyone was going to get a goal, even when we didn't look like it was going to be anybody, it was him. Playmaking today, link up play, very unlucky, got in some good goal scoring opportunities. Whether he could have done better, if it was good goalkeeping or just simply wasn't meant to be, we don't know. But I felt he put a very good shift and was a credit to Arsenal fans today. Best player on the pitch in my opinion, so I'll give him an 8. And he's putting a lot of pressure on Aubameyang in regards to who should be the top dog at the moment in time. But yeah, obviously Mkhitaryan and Welbs, they weren't on the pitch long enough to really give them a rating. I don't feel I've missed anyone else out, but yeah, that's my player ratings. Guys, deluded, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Of course, get in the comments and do the rest if you wish.